in a new town, I already feel that it's eyes on me. I'm getting looked up, down with these big frowns, they already thrown by the size of me. I don't really get truth, put my goose up, I will not live in apology. I wish you lose love, but truly you suck, gon' make way for a prodigy.
Nobody do it better than me, not incredibly. I do this competitively, uneditably. These falling silent when I walk up in the building. Worry about their future like I'm here to snatch their children. That line was brilliant. How I'm not already in the millions? Am I not the picture of resilience? Why they test my patience? Hyping all this lame. No one got a brain, they just be liking all the same.
But seems like only yesterday we were here for Super Bowl 52 and now back for the road to the Super Bowl here in the Twin Cities at US Bank Stadium. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Houston Oilers taking on the Minnesota Vikings. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Up to the 20.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Second and 7 from the 20.
Check it. Hey, check that. Three.
Up the middle they go with McAllister. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Right there. 19
Draw play. Here's McAllister. Taking it right down Broadway. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Vikings' 35-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him now as he has started this wild card round with a flourish. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Running right, here's McAllister. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here.
I really like what he did there because he took his practice work and converted it to game action because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally, and stayed to the outside. Off the runner for a loss.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, his first throw of the playoffs is intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they're going to be...
Pressure comes, and down he goes. They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Back to throw here. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Tony. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17.
Wide open.
They'll look to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Hey, check that, street.
A give running left. McAllister taken down at the 47-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
This is 2nd and 8.
Go street.
On the give, McAllister with it. Past the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 77 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. A handoff to McAllister. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Well, when you're a road team in the playoffs, when you're a wild card, what's the one thing you need to be able to do to stay in football games? Run the football. And that's an excellent job right there of identifying where to go and picking up good yardage.
So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. This is McAllister. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal.
Check match.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Get it. Hurt.
They'll run here with McAllister. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
Go, Reed, go.
On the carry, it's McAllister. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think the second down is the time you go play action and throw them.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Oilers will strike first here in this wild card matchup.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Down.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10.
Red, cycle.
They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll try the left side. McAllister. Oh, and now some space to operate. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 120 yards rushing for him in this first half as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs.
Hey, smash Broncos.
Another run with McAllister. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
Viking 18. Street.
They'll keep it on the ground. McAllister, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get it behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Let's go now.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Ready.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 14. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Ready. Hurt. Shot alert. Alert.
On second down now, McAllister. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Oilers go up by 2 touchdowns. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack. And you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line. And he's able to take it into the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. The Vikings in the hurry up. They're hustling up to the line. Here's 2nd and 8. Under pressure, and down he goes. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
Trouble 38.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Finds his man. There's Jordan Addison pushing his way through. A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw now on first down. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. As the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Red, yellow. Ready?
He'll look to throw. That's laid out deep for Rice. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
White.
They're going to look to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Ready?
They'll drop to throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Ready.
Now a 2nd and 10. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Come on, set.
2nd and 10.
Field, black. Blue strike. Ready.
They'll throw now on the final play. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Javonte Williams as time expires in the first half. And the Vikings are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. And now they'll elect to go for 2 and try to cut into this lead a little further before they head to the locker room.
Green jack. Set.
They'll look to run for it with Williams. And he will get into the end zone. So a perfect finish to the half. They get the touchdown on the final play and 2 more for good measure. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So a team... nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We got to get it back.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And no room that time. Getting it to about the 46. A tackle made by J.T. Woods.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 37-yard line. He'll drop to throw. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3.
Claws red.
They'll set up a throw. This is caught by Addison. Touchdown! Jordan Addison, 30 yards. And the Vikings are an extra point away from taking the lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throw to the right, hauled in by Addison. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up second down. Back to throw. Looking for Addison again, and he's got him again. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Black Ultra. Ready?
Looking to throw. This one swung out to Williams. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Blaster. Red cycle. Hut.
They'll look to throw again. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On the option to give to Williams here. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Red, yellow. Ready.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. 7th play in this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And his kick is indeed good, and that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So the defense are able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it, so they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides will be thrilled with that.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't
clicking. Hope it didn't come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
They'll look to throw here. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
19 Lions. Buffalo 18. Mustang 19.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position.
Shot 17. Ready.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now back to throw. Touchdown, Vikings! Javonte Williams with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and... So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Back to throw now on 1st down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the 4th quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope that they can get back in this one.
Buying time to his left. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12.
Hey, check that. Street.
They'll try the left side. McAllister. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Well, they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. They'll set up to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still 3rd and goal that they face now.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Oilers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Boy, a bad break. Just got the lead on the touchdown, and now they're going to have to go on defense at the 40-yard line here as things get good in the 4th quarter. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll try and run down some clock with Williams to the 43, 2nd down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for a 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. And this offense on 3rd down today, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. Work in the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They give it to Williams, running right. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. From the 33, here's 2nd and 2.
Ready?
Slant route, and he's got Addison. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. So, great throw right there. And what a regular season this rookie had, piloting this offense, guiding them to a division title, and they get the home date here in round 1 of the playoffs. But, Charles, how do you think they'll play it here? Will they run the same kind of wide-open offense they've run all season, or do you think that they'll try and take some pressure off of the young fella?
Oh, I think they're going high, wide, and handsome in this one. I think it's all out, just as they've been doing all year long, because I think if you try and pull it back now a little bit, you're telling that young man you don't have quite as much confidence in him as you've professed. So go ahead and continue to run your offense. Do the things that got you here. As so many defensive coaches have told you and me, all gas, no brakes. Let it rip.
And he will have a Viking first down, and that should be the one that gets him to the finish line. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that? Being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game. Check. Got that done. Win a wild card game. Big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis.